Time to get to work on First Shift with Tony Trupiano.
And welcome back. It is 10 minutes before the top of the hour. My guest, Elliot Astur, the Mad Lefty himself, the madlefty.com. And Elliot, thanks for staying with us. Just an amazing voice. I mean, I think you're, again, I said you're wildly talented. Obviously, you're singing my song. I mean, so much of this stuff resonates with me personally, and I'm sure you find that with other people as well. In fact, we recently did a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood, and you would let us borrow one of your songs, and one of the people that was with us that day actually used that song to propel him to a conversation. So certainly you're, if you'll excuse the pun, hitting the right chord with listeners.
Oh, good one. Yeah, I mean, it's, I thank you for your kind words, and I hope so. I mean, I write songs that I guess any songwriter would say this, but I write songs that I would want to hear if somebody else is writing them, and all I can do is hope that it will resonate with other people. And then, you put it out there into the world. You put them up on Facebook and Twitter, and you hope that you get some response. And I definitely have, especially with the political songs. I've had people from Wisconsin tell me that song actually brought them to tears. And for me, I mean, when I hear something like that means I did my job as a songwriter, because that's what it's all about. It's about having an emotional effect on the listener, and it's very hard to do. So when I've achieved that makes me proud of as a songwriter.
What did you think of the debate last night, Elliot Astur?
I think Joe did extremely well. I don't think there was any kind of knockout punch. I think he did what he had to do. I think Ryan held his own, despite the untruths and and the horrible agenda. But I think I love Joe Biden. I think he did a fantastic job, and especially when he revealed that Ryan sent him letters asking for stimulus. That was my favorite part, and. I think when he looked into the camera and he was, talking to seniors in Florida and working class folks in Ohio, I think that had to resonate, and I'm really looking forward to the next debate on Tuesday.
Yeah, it should be interesting, and I think we can expect that the president will have a much better performance. At least he better have a much better performance than the first one. Because then you'll have to start writing blues.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't come to that, but and I don't think it will. I think we're gonna pull through in November, and but the material for the songwriting, that's never gonna stop coming. So there's definitely a lot more in me for that.
Well, sadly, partisanship has become the norm, and this idea, Elliot, that we can find commonalities to work together, that what's good for society, even in the most difficult of times, we've always been able to fashion a way, a bipartisan way to take care of society. We no longer seem to care about that, and that bothers me a great deal.
Yeah, it bothers me a lot. It bothers me. I think what bothers me most is just, I think when Mitch McConnell announced that their number one agenda was just to get a new president. And then you've seen all of the blocking of legislation in Congress just to achieve that goal. I think it's something like, I thought I read 20 jobs bills in the past couple of years. To me, that's not being patriotic. That's not caring about America as a whole. That's just a personal agenda to get rid of a president that you don't agree with or don't like. And, well, there's material for a song right there. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Well, no, and I certainly don't disagree with you. is with all the issues I had with George W. Bush, and I had plenty. I said this last week on the show, maybe it was earlier this week. I didn't respect the man, but I did respect the office, and I made sure that the office of the presidency, I did show respect to. I think that, that's the way Sylvia raised you, the way my mom raised me. And again, I don't have to agree with the man, and I can criticize the man, but I do have a great deal of respect for the office of the presidency, and I tried to be mindful of that with my criticisms. I've tried to make sure that they were based in fact, and they were based on what was really happening, not on what I wanted to happen. So I tried to kind of go above the fray a little bit on that. Not always easy to do, Elliot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think it is about respect. I mean, he is the president, and he earned that position. And just it sometimes gets frustrating, but I do hope that, maybe in the next 4 years there'll be more of an effort to push some of this legislation through, and we can lose some of the bickering that just doesn't help anyone.
Absolutely. Well, our song of the day today is Elliot Astur's tune Unions, which we played a little bit earlier on in this interview. So if you go to the Facebook page, you can enjoy that song there. Guys, cue up Dear America. Dear America, we've got a couple minutes before break. So, Elliot, I'm going to say goodbye to you for now. We'll listen to a little of your music as we get to the top of the hour break. And we will look forward to visiting you with you again sometime.
Thanks so much, Tony. Really appreciate it.
That's my pleasure, my friend. And you are my friend, Elliot. No question about that. Let's listen to Dear America. We'll be back after the top of the hour break.
Dear America, I'm writing you this letter 'cause I think it's time we better reevaluate the kind of politicians that we vote into the Capitol to legislate. When they say we must address the deficit and demand lower taxes on the filthy rich, are they siding with you or just lining their own pockets? Do they care about you when they phone out? All they will do is instruct and denounce. When they threaten to shut the government down, do they care about you? Do they care about you? There is no hesitation when they're lying to the nation through the media. Tax sites, death panels, Fox News, whipping up hysteria. When they pledge to repeal the health care bill and deny new coverage to 30 mil, are they fighting for you? Or protecting their corporate donors? Do they care about
1310 WDTW, Continuous Traffic Watch.
Checking that rush